네, 안녕하세요. 드라이빙 인스트럭터 양우람입니다. 저는 지금 동대문 DDP에 와 있어요. 근데 이 광장 한쪽 끝에 저기 보시면 뭔가 심상치 않은 빨간색 벽이 보입니다. 바로 우니베르소 페라리라는 페라리 전시에 오게 됐는데요. 왜 이 안에 들어가기 위해서 그 많은 분들이 그렇게 노력을 하고 실패를 했을까요? 제가 한번 직접 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다. 따라와 보시죠. 촬영을 하시는 분. 제가 굳이 제 말로 스토리를 들려드리느니 이 도슨츠가 하는 이탈리아 사람이 말하는 이 페라리는 과연 어떤 차일까? 그것을 한번 1인칭으로 저랑 같이 투어해보는 방식으로 촬영해보려고 합니다. 조금만 기다려주세요.
아시아 처음으로 열리는 우니베르소 페라리에 오신 여러분 진심으로 환영합니다. 괜히 첫 번째 여정을 시작할 텐데요. 지금 안쪽으로 들어가시면 저희 감각의 터널이라는 공간을 먼저 지나시게 될 거예요. 앞쪽에 서주시면 되시고요. 페라리의 모든 이야기는 창업자 엔주가 레이싱에 대해 가졌던 열정에서부터 시작합니다. 그래서 저희가 우니베르소 페라리의 전시의 여정이 이 공간에서 먼저 시작을 하게 되는데요. 페라리의 레이싱 팀은 1929년에 탄생해서 그 역사가 90년이 넘습니다. 페라리 로드카 브랜드보다 훨씬 더 오래되었죠. F1 팀을 포함해서 페라리의 모든 디자인과 생산, 기술팀은 마라델로에서 함께 일하고 있습니다. 이런 배경을 바탕으로 레이싱 차량에서 쌓은 경험을 그대로 근도용 차량에 적용할 수 있었습니다. 여기 중앙에 전시된 차량은 2006년 248 F1입니다. 이 모델은 미하엘 슈마허와 펠리페 마사가 몰았던 차량으로 역사상 가장 스릴 있고 치열했던 F1 시즌 중에 드라이버 및 매니팩처러 월드 타이틀 경쟁에서 무려 9번이나 우승을 차지한 주인공입니다. 248 F1 엔진은 페라리가 F1 차량을 위해 40년 만에 제작한 첫 번째 8기통 엔진이고 19,500rpm의 회전수를 자랑하고 있습니다. 248 F1으로 미하엘 슈마허는 월드 챔피언인 페르난도 알론소를 물리치고 이몰라와 니르베르크링에서 연이어 우승을 차지했습니다. 지금부터 고객님 뒤쪽을 보시면 저희가 전시품, 수집품을 전시를 했는데요. 잠시 여기에 전시된 수집품들을 관람하는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다.
Good morning to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, welcome here. I'm Fabio Menegão, I'm in charge of Ferrari Classiche, coming directly from Milan. And on behalf of myself and Ferrari, of course, I'd like to welcome you here to spend the day with us, living your passion with us, because also you here in this moment are part of Universo Ferrari. The Universo Ferrari is something very huge. You will see all around a lot of activity in Ferrari, we're performing and so on. In particular, here in Ferrari Classic, what is Ferrari Classic? Ferrari Classic is the place, it's a special place, because we are taking care of every single car ever produced. Since 1947 till arrive more or less today, here you are seeing some beautiful cars. The Enzo, the 40, the BMW, the 50, no? Beautiful cars that during all our life, Ferrari life, have signed important chapters, from racing, from competition, from lifestyle. And in Ferrari Classic, what we have? We have the archive. The archive is like a library, is a place, is our most treasures we have in our factory. In terms of, in that place we have all the documentation, we have all the records regarding all the car, every producer. You see on the wall some example, the drawing, the blueprints, we have inside, and we can inspect, we can analyze every single car starting from the single space. in terms of Enzo Ferrari was a genius in this way, because he knew since the beginning that the information, the data was really, really important. And also today, thanks to his method, thanks to his genius, we are able today to recognize every single car, because in all the car we have a secret number, we know where the numbers are, and we check, we inspect them, we know if the car changed the engine, if the car has been modified, if the car happened something, a crash was being fixed in the proper way or not. Inside Ferrari Classiche, we do also the restoration. Not only inspect the car, not only check the car and certifying, releasing at the end of the process the red book, the certification book, but we also restore the car. Restore a car in Ferrari means to be sure that at the end of the process, because the restore a car more normally will take around a year and a half, 2 years, before the owners is like a beautiful trip to stay with us, and working with us during the restoration. And at the end of restoration, he will be sure 100% that the car will be exactly the same like it was. In terms of we check the engine, we check the gearbox, we check the differential, the adherence, and so all the mechanics is analyzed, is checked, is verified, and it's a funny story, but it's the truth. When also in period, in 50 and 60, the last test driver tested the car before they released the car to the owners, to the clients, he reported, he was used to write by hands on the paper, the final paper, saying that the car is working very well, is running very well, just a bit of smoke behind, but it's okay. Today, the car, when we release the car, if on the reason paper was written that just a bit of smoke, the car must be continuing having a bit of smoke behind. Because it's true. It's exactly maintaining the same gap among all the technical elements, the mechanical elements, the engine, the suspension, and so on. This is the job we do in Ferrari Classiche. And so it's important mission, because taking care of our past means taking care also of our futures. And for this purpose, we are setting every year in special events to invite our people, invite our client to continue using car with us, running. We set the Corso Pilota Classiche. Corso Pilota Classiche means that we put on the racetrack or frozen lake in Switzerland, in St. Moritz, 308 GTP, 550 Maranello, 365 the Daytona, and so on. We put the stats on the wheel on the frozen lake, but we teach the people, we teach the owner how to improve, to increase his level, to continue using the manual gear, that stick you find in the middle of the car. The end is the Cavalcade Classiche, the pinnacle of the event of Ferrari, because we are collecting more or less almost 100 cars together, inviting the people to continue living their passion with us. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to Universal Ferrari here in Seoul. My name is Simone, and I work in the marketing team in Maranello, where I look after the launch strategy of new sports. It goes without saying, of course, that Ferrari does amazing cars. We all know that. But it's very important to know that goes far beyond cars. Every car gives our client access to an amazing set of driving events. And we all know that Ferraris are meant to be driven. Here, of course, the set of driving events that we arrange and organize varies. From road cars, thinking about the Ferrari Tours, where a car like the 790 Spada, we all know that, is the range supercar and gives you accelerating performance, open air to really enjoy every driving activities that we organize. But also some activities that make you take out the maximum potential of the car on track, thinking about, for example, Passione Ferrari, where a car like the 488 Pista Piloti, and this is actually something on which I would like to stop on, because this is a limited edition tailor-made car that has been developed in 2018 to celebrate the victory of Ferrari in the World Endurance Championship in 2017. So this is the kind of car that in events like Passione Ferrari you can really take the maximum of performance. Ferrari Cavalcade is the pinnacle of our driving events. It's so exclusive that Ferrari chooses the clients that can participate. They are our top clients in the world, and they are so excited to take part in these events that they often become lifelong friends. Again, thanks to the Cavalcade, and you can see here on the screen behind some examples of what we're talking about, where Ferrari allows you to drive in the most exclusive locations worldwide. We have done one recently in March in Morocco, and we're going to have another one soon in June in Rome. And there is another last thing that I want to talk to you about. Again, Ferrari wants to give back to the society. So every cavalcade that we organize, at the end of it, we organize a charity auction on which, thanks to the generosity, the kind generosity of our clients, we auction a certain number of rare memorabilia, and the funds that are collected are given to support local education projects. Okay?
Good.
So for any question, we are here. Have a look around, and please feel free to ask any question. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Filippo. I am the head of the sporting activities for Ferrari in the Asia Pacific region. And I welcome you, I'm very happy to welcome you to the racing. So, as you can see, we are in the middle of two beautiful cars. 488 Challenge Evo, that is the car that we use in Ferrari Challenge, that is our one-make series, and 488 GT Modificata, that is really the most extreme version of the 488 GT concept. This already gives you an idea of how open, the Ferrari racing offer is, how many options there are. And in order to tell you a bit more about that, I ask you to follow me at this screen and follow me during this short presentation. So,
sorry.
what does Ferrari do in racing? Many things. We have basically two main apps that manage the Ferrari racing activity. One is the Corse Clienti app that manages, let's say, all the non-professional activity, the activities that our customers do more for leisure. And then we have the Competizioni GT part that manages all the professional racing. But what is the first step when you want to start driving a Ferrari on a racetrack? First step is Corso Pilota. Okay, Corso Pilota is what gives you the possibility to start honing your skills driving a car on the track. Corso Pilota is organized in three different steps. Sport, that is really the first approach on the track, when you will be given the opportunity to drive the cars from our range, so the road cars, on the track. Then there is Evoluzione Plus, where we are start going really into refining the vehicle control, and it is the first contact with the racing car. So when they enter Evoluzione Plus, customers have their first experience of the 488 Challenge car. And then, if they want to go further, there is the race course, and the race is entirely organized around the Challenge car. So there are no road cars involved anymore, only the race car, and we really go with our instructors deep into telling the customers what they need to do to extract the maximum of the performance of the car. Then, what if after doing Corso Pilota, the customer wants more? Trust me, it happens. When they normally jump in the challenge car, they don't want to get down. Ideally, the first step is Club Challenge. Club Challenge is a very special activity because even if it's done with the race car, it's not racing. Drivers don't race against each other, but they race against the clock. So they only do laps to try and improve their lap time. It's a very safe way to start, let's say, really using the race car in a fast way still remaining very safe. So basically it's what we call a time attack with individual coaching. And we will have 2 events in Everland, the track here in the outskirts of Seoul, actually later in the year. Okay, and here you find a small story that we like to tell because it's really, really interesting. You know, it happens often that our customers, when we talk to them about racing, they tell us, oh, you know, it's too late. I'm too old. I'm in my late 40s, early 50s. I don't want to take the risk. I will embarrass myself. And we tell them the story of Mr. Jack Gerber. Jack Gerber from South Africa is a Ferrari customer who had his first track experience on a track day in UK when he was 63 years old. Okay, he liked it so much, then he decided then to enter Ferrari Challenge Europe. He did a few years of Ferrari Challenge Europe, and then he went into GT racing, always with Ferrari. And in 2013, when he was 68 years old, he was on the podium of the GTA M class at the 24 Hour of Le Mans. That is the most important endurance race in the world. So can you imagine, in 5 years' time, from I've never driven a car on the track to the podium of the 24 Hour of Le Mans. So it's never too late. This is what we tell the customers. It's never too late.
Good morning. My name is Pietro Virgolin, and I'm the marketing manager from here in this hall we have some models on a few stuff that we can show how we work. We have 2 areas, 2 main areas. This one is made from some prototype and some other pieces that we use for the development process. This car represents a new type of our cars. Usually in Ferrari, when we start to develop a new car, we have more steps. The first one is when we start working on some new piece, some new stuff, some new engine that we will use on the next generation of model, but we will use a previous model to test it. Here, for example, this car used to develop the engine. This is the previous model of the engine. So inside we can see that we have modified the car to store the new engine of the engine that will be the next generation of car. Then we have Avant series and Pre series. There are still a step where we test the new piece, but also the process of how we develop the process. And then we arrive to the final production that is the series.
Okay, welcome everyone. I'm Francesco Abioli, personalization team. We go through different level of personalization. One first that we will speak about are optionals and special equipment. Customer can go to the dealership to configure their cars, but also we have the opportunity to come to Maranello, New York or Shanghai, where we have 3 centers, where we have the atelier. The atelier are like our configuration room, where some specialists from the company configure the cars directly with the customers. Like if we start from the Monza, we have a beautiful color that is the Rosso Formula 1 2007. So we put the color of the actual Formula 1 car on this Monza. When you pass through the area, you will see that there are many colors. So in Ferrari, we have no limit. We have developed through the years over 500 colors, and every day we start new development because maybe some customers want to develop their own color because they want to give another special touch to their car. This car has beautiful mandarin antigua leather. Is an outdoor leather put on a foul. We have 3 different catalogs for leathers. There are the outdoor leather, semi-annealing leather, and extra range level. This is a nice example. Then there's another level of personalization. I would like to move you. Maximum level of personalization that we have is the tailor-made. With tailor-made, we go over and we take into the cars materials that are not think for automotive. Here you see a gorgeous SF90. This is part of the tailor-made Ispirazioni. This car actually is inspired by a no model, a classic car, the Ferrari 625 LM. We have the three souls of the tailor-made that are the Classica, Inedita and Scuderia. These are like the guidelines that guide us, when we configure the car and when we look for materials, looking for more sporty materials, more classic, more on the leathers, more on technical fabrics. Here we have the competizione, equal competizione. It's a customer car. With this car we have this beautiful exterior color called Bianco Azzurrato. Interiors are in silver Alcantara and with super fabric rilobato for the carpets. It is a super resistant material. And the thing that we can do with tailor-made is not only go through the colors of the other catalogs, but also, as I was saying, trying to develop new seat design. So you will see that this kind of design of the seat is something that is very unique, that you will not see in many other Ferraris. Our aim, again, is to make your unique Ferrari, to make your Ferrari that will be your and your only one. Thank you.
네, 방금까지 우니베르소 페라리 전시관의 관람을 마치고 지금 앞에 보이는 페라리 로마 스파이더의 런칭 현장에 와 있습니다. 이 도슨트 중에 많은 부분들은 페라리에서 전 세계적으로 또는 한국에서 이제 준비를 하고 있는 여러 가지 행사에 대한 소개였거든요. 그런 행사들이 더욱더 많아져서 직접 참가를 한다든지 아니면 이렇게 미디어를 통해서 여러분에게 많이 알려졌으면 하는 바람입니다. 자, 그럼 저는 이제 페라리 로마 스파이더의 런칭을 기대를 하면서 앞에 있는 음료수들 중에서 술이 안 들어가 있는 이 녀석을 마시면서 기다리도록 하겠습니다. 네, 지금까지 드라이빙 인스트럭터 양우람이었습니다. 감사합니다.
책임자 엘리코 발리에라님을 무대 위에 모시겠습니다.
Three, two, one, let's go.